Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So UNLV's offense will get first crack at it today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10. The 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Sherman. And the big fella could... the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Under fire. Looking to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. Crosses the 35, out. There, nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Under fire. He's got it on the run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll do it himself. There he goes. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sherman. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll send the back in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going... Where? Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short. First down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Davis looking to pass. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Beebe. Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
You could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Going up top again. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
It is good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. The give out of the gun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Nelson. He's moving out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Sherman. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Rebels are marching down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the 1st down. Breaks into the open. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Great job by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy... get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a little space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just... step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that 1st down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Makes the catch. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. He signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The kick is on its way. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Rushes on him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and take it at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave?
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Booth. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Bell. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Offense working from the pistol. Give to the single back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He'll keep it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nelson. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Thought they had something set. But he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Nelson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Rebels are on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Finally corralled, but not. He picked up the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Booth. There he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in, it's Bell. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up
He hurls one deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Warriors! And once he found open... The band might as well start playing. They opt to go for two to try to tie it up right now. Wants to go up top. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. That's caught, it's Hernandez. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, UNLV. They move on top here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 25 to Oklahoma State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's Beebe. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle, it's Booth. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
He'll do it himself. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a space. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Vegas.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win. Now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Another sack. Group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
The Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And the Rainbow Warriors are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. From the gun, give on the inside. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They want that clock to run.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do